Hey guys, I have a bonus video this week. In anticipation of hitting 10,000 subs, I asked a few days ago in a community post and under my most recent video for questions that I could answer in a Q&A video. Well, now we've done it, and I've collected the majority of the questions and will be answering them here. The background video is me flying around my custom-made planes in Dream Car Builder. I plan to have a video out on Friday with a crazy plane design, of which I'll put a sneak peek at the end of this video. With that out of the way, let's get into the questions. Alright, my first question is Mario, Luigi, Wario, or Waluigi? Just asking for your preference. Well, I really haven't thought about this too much. I'm thinking Mario just because he's such a classic, but you really gotta appreciate all of them. I also liked Wario's Gold Mine on the Wii. That was a really fun game. Alright, the next one is, how much of an educational background do you have in math, computer science, and engineering? Well, the funny thing is, I really don't. I just graduated high school, so I guess I took a couple math classes, a couple computer science classes, and a couple engineering courses, but haven't done much yet. Alright, you seem to spend lots of time dedicated into single videos, and it's shown by the countless amount of attempts shown. Do you enjoy this, or do you eventually get bored and just want to stop? Looking at the same thing over and over again, but ever so slightly differently each time must be tiring. Well, I guess that can be true. It can be tiring to do things over and over again, but usually I'm making some amount of progress. Like, on a polybridge video, I obviously cut out a lot of failed attempts, but each time I get a little bit of insight into what I'm doing, and if I ever feel like I'm just mulling around, I usually just quit what I'm doing, come back to it another day, or maybe a little bit later that day, work on something else. Yeah, I guess that's really what it is. I try not to get stuck in ruts. Are you interested in any other games, or are you going to stick with polybridge? Keep up the good work. Well, thank you. And yeah, actually, I'm looking to branch out a bit. I do want to stay with polybridge for sure. I like doing it, and, well, I mean, I guess if I'm really shallow, it does really well. But I'm looking to expand to Dream Car Builder. That's one I've been recommended a couple times, and I actually enjoy doing on my own time. And I have a few other ideas, but still thinking of exactly what I want to do, and it's specifically hard to find exact ideas to do in them that are different than what other people do. I try not to just do a typical Let's Play. I want to do more of a different take on things, so really that's what I would need. If you have any game suggestions, guys, you can put them in the comments below, but I'd also appreciate, like, something I could do with it to, like, kind of over-engineer it. Maybe not necessarily break the game, but just over-engineer it or overcomplicate it. The next one is, how do you come up with ideas? I like making things, but always struggle with the theory stage. This I've actually had some trouble with in the last few times I've done it, because when I started doing the number 1 bridges, it's easy for me to just look at, through the campaign, which levels I did well on. So I'd see, oh, I'm top 5% here, I can easily get it up to, well, top 1%, or maybe even number 1. But it has been getting a bit tricky, especially with the over-engineering stuff, because picking out a level and thinking of an idea for it, you do need some idea of what you want to do beforehand. I can't just really go in and start messing with stuff, because I would probably waste too much time. Sometimes I do have to do that, though. I just go into a level and then mess around for a little bit until I think, oh, it'd be kind of fun to flip the car or make it go back to the start. So, how do I come up with ideas? I guess it's just sometimes spontaneous, sometimes I have to think of it for a bit. Really depends on the situation. How do you feel about the content you're currently making? What are some things you're looking to change? Well, I'd say some of the things I'm looking to change are that I'm looking to move my Desmos series and the Ultimate Tic-Tac-Toe onto a different channel. I still like making it, but I think it'd be better if I put it on a different channel, therefore YouTube could target a better audience, because right now it's a little difficult for YouTube to determine who should get my content, because the polybridge viewers, I know there's some overlap, but I'm sure there's less overlap than I'd like, so it probably would just be easier to separate out the two channels, and then be able to run them, then YouTube can recommend my stuff better, and then people will be more likely to find my stuff. How do I feel about the content I'm currently making? I enjoy it. I like everything I'm doing. I think one of the big things I'm looking to do is branch out to some more games. How old are you? Do you consider YouTube as a viable career? Not at your size, maybe, but overall. I mean, I guess I'll answer the second one first, because, you know, that makes sense. Clearly people are living off YouTube right now, so I could imagine a scenario in which I'm supporting myself off YouTube. But the only concern with that is it's unstable, in that you can't necessarily trust in 5 years you're gonna still be able to support yourself. So, I guess it's possible, but you're accepting a lot of risk. And how old am I? Well, I just graduated high school. You know, you could probably figure out the approximate age out of that. How do you find time for this? I don't have a part-time job, and currently it's summertime, so I'm doing absolutely nothing else. What was your original goal when you started YouTube? I really didn't have a goal, just thought it might be fun to start making some videos. I guess one of my goals might have been to learn video editing. It's not really a useful skill outside of YouTube. Well, it is, but like, for me, it would never be useful outside of YouTube. But it was just kind of fun to make. I also didn't really have too much going on, so it was nice to do something with my time. I really didn't have too much of a goal. That's why it's kind of amazing that I'm at this point, answering a 10,000 subscriber Q&A. So thank you so much. Here's one. What drove you to pick up this type of content? I love your content and hope you succeed in your future YouTube career. Well, thank you so much. And what drove me to pick this up? I guess originally my first few things were the Desmos videos. And I did that because I thought it would kind of be fun to make, or at least try, and see how far I would get with that. Then after that, it was the Minecraft Ultimate Tic-Tac-Toe, which I did because it was kind of in the same vein. Thought it might be fun to try. And then Polybridge, just because I like playing Polybridge. And really I thought the #1 videos could be very interesting. And the editing could be a bit tricky. Not too tricky, but I thought it might be good to learn how to do some sort of montage-y kind of stuff. I don't know the words, but that sort of thing. What got you into Polybridge? What got you into engineering to find solutions for problems in Polybridge? I hardly call what I'm doing solving problems. I might be creating problems, but, you know. What got me into Polybridge, though, was Aliens Rock, 100%. I watched the streams. I saw it before then, but that's when I really got a good look at the game and thought, hey, that'd be kind of fun to play. Do you have any plans for developing a full-fledged game? Well, not really. I'm really just doing the one in Desmos. It's probably the closest I'm ever going to get to developing a game, if you can call what I'm doing that. What program do you use to record and edit? Also, what do you plan to do in the future for videos? I use OBS to record all my stuff, and I use DaVinci Resolve to edit all my stuff. I recommend OBS 100%. Resolve I'm only using because it's free and it works for what I do. What do I plan to do in the future for videos? I plan to continue doing my gaming series, is like Polybridge and Dream Car Builder when I get that out on Friday. And pretty much everything else I continue to keep doing too. Do you like electrical or mechanical stuff? Definitely electrical. Like Ultimate Tic-Tac-Toe in Minecraft, which is more like logic gates and digital design. I already know that, so it's easy enough for me to just go through a quick refresher and read through a Wikipedia article, and then just be able to do, as opposed to the mechanical stuff where I'm actively like reading up on it to understand, or I'm just like experimenting because I really have no clue. Here we got one from Real Civil Engineer. Aside from YouTube, what are your career plans? Bonus question, engineering or architecture? There is a correct answer, by the way. Well, my career plans, I'm planning on being an electrical engineer. I'm going to college for that soon. And engineering or architecture, I feel like I know which one he wants, considering he's Real Civil Engineer, so if you want to see my reply, you can view my community post. How did you get so good at Polybridge? Like, are you an engineer, or do you just play the game a lot? And do you think you are good at Polybridge because you know how to build bridges, or is it more because you know how Polybridge works? How did I get so good at Polybridge? I wouldn't say I'm, like, so good at Polybridge. It was not that long ago I was struggling to beat the campaign of this. Like, literally, and the thing I don't think people realize, like, the level where I had my IF-Rose, like, the over-engineered in quotes, as the thumbnail. I'll put it on the screen now. It was literally the first time I was figuring out how to, like, beat that level the correct way, I guess you could say in quotes. Here's my original solution to the level, and it's, like, nowhere near what you're supposed to do, and it barely works. And it took me hours to develop. I'm not naturally good at it. It just takes me a lot of time of tweaking and figuring it out to eventually get it. So, yeah. And am I an engineer, or do I play the game a lot? I guess I just play the game a lot. It's just a lot of trying. Eventually I get the designs I'm looking for, but, like, I don't naturally just know, oh, I need to make this specific design so that I get this motion. Like, I don't know that naturally. And do I think I'm good at Polybridge because I know how to build bridges, or because I know how Polybridge works? I would say it's like I have some idea of how these bridge games work. I used to play a lot of, it was like Constructor Bridge, I think? It's like a Flash game. And it's conceptually very similar to Polybridge. And I guess I learned a bit like Triangles was like the thing I learned there. What video games do you play, apart from Minecraft? Well, Polybridge, but I know you weren't looking for that too. Occasionally I like to play Call of Duty. Just matches by myself. I'm really bad, but I just kind of find it fun sometimes. And of course Black Ops 1, because everyone fights me on that, like literally everyone. Sometimes GTA can be fun just to ride around, do whatever. Campaign is super fun. And I don't know if I play anything else really. I mean, some Flash games. Sometimes I'll play 2048. Not too much though. That's about it. New sub, just wondering, how tall are you? 3, maybe 4. Here's one. Why'd you pick Reid Captain as your name? Actually, that one was given to me by my parents. Did you play any rip-offs of Polybridge? I mean, technically, I would say Polybridge is a rip-off of Constructor Bridge. It's not, but like, it would be more correct to say that about it than the other way around. So, I've played that before. Do you think your growth will slow down or speed up? I'm genuinely surprised it hasn't slowed down by now, and it's just proven to me I have absolutely no clue how these things work, so I've just decided to stop guessing. What planet do you live on? I actually don't. Here I have one that just says, yes. Do you build bridges? In Polybridge? Yes. In real life? No. No one would hire me. Favorite Pringles flavor? This is a great question, because I was just talking about this the other day. I was trying the honey mustard Pringles, and let me tell you, there's something about the Pringle itself. It's like softer, but it still has the same crunch. Absolutely amazing, and the flavor is good too. The honey mustard Pringles were like A-tier Pringles. You know, at some point, I might have to do a tier list of all the Pringles flavors. Let me know if you guys would want to see that. But ranch Pringles are also up there. They're just good too. And sometimes you just eat an original Pringle. Oh, I also like those Grooves Pringles. Those are like great. Here's one. Do you know who Joe is? Are you talking about Joe Ma? How long does it take to make one video? It's actually really interesting. So, like, let's say my average Polybridge video, I might take 2 hours to record, just the footage and get the design I want. I'll probably spend, after that, maybe 5 to 6 hours editing. Usually it's more like 5, I would say. And then once I have my edited footage, it takes me like 30 minutes to an hour to record a voiceover. And it takes me maybe another 30 minutes to line up all the audio clips and get stuff from the YouTube audio library. And then I spend another probably about 20 minutes uploading and getting everything ready for YouTube. How? Because. As I like to ask everybody, are you into any trading card games? Probably not so much. I really wanted to feature this question because I liked how unique it was. I've had quite a few people ask me if I'm making a Discord server, and I'm still working out some details. I'm deeply considering making a Discord server. If you want to let me know in the comments, I'm making you guys do a lot of homework in the comments, I know. But if you want to let me know if you want a Discord server, it would encourage me to get that sped along. Are you and Arglin going to be doing more collabs in the future? I'd totally be open to it. If we were to do it, I think it'd most likely be live streams on his channel, just because it's more fun to do it live, and, well, that's really the main reason. So yeah, I would be open to it. How do you come up with ideas for your complex bridges? The safer drop bridge and the carriage. If we're looking for a very specific how I came up with that idea, I saw the car stop in the middle, and I thought I could probably move it back to the beginning and have it go over the track. I didn't know how I was going to brand it, I just figured it was definitely funny enough to make a video on. And generally, how do I come up with those ideas is just messing around. And also, sometimes I look at levels and think, is there something obvious to me that I can do? Do you think you would collab with any other engineers? I would totally be open to it. If anyone wanted to, they could send me an email in my About tab, or leave a comment down below, or reach out to me in whatever way is possible. But yeah, I'd totally be open to that. When are you going to do a face reveal? Now, I feel like that's too stereotypical, so when I get to 100,000 subscribers, I will do a social security number reveal, and I just think that would be more fun for everyone. And that was everything. That was a lot more comments than I was expecting, which I'm happy about. I'm glad to answer all these questions, but wow, was that a lot. So everyone, thanks for watching. Thank you for subscribing if you did. I appreciate all the support and all the subscribers. Just being able to make a 10,000 subscriber video is amazing. In fact, I wanted to make a 1,000 subscriber video and a 100 subscriber video, but I literally did not have time to make those videos before I grew too much. I figured this one, I at least had time. So at 7,000, I set up the community tab thing, got it all ready to go, so I at least could get something out for this, because I felt so bad about missing those. But like, genuinely, I cannot catch a breath at this point, which I appreciate. So everyone, Thanks for watching. If you liked the video, like the video. Feel free to leave a comment down below. And until next time.